Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre. And this is a little bit of a rant video because I think it really needs to be made known to developers and to publishers, game developers and publishers, obviously. And I know that there's millions of other gamers out there that feel the exact same way. Trust me on that. Open your ears, developers and publishers. Open your ears here. If you happen to see this video amongst the billions of other videos, this video, I think I just screwed up my words there. Anyways, if you happen to see this video amongst the other millions and billions and trillions and gazillions and sextillions, yes, that's actually a number of videos that are out there, then maybe you can actually understand where I'm coming from here. Bring back local co-op in every single game that you do. If you have a game that is going to have multiplayer, let one of those options be local co-op. You can have online out the ass all you want to, since that is the in thing to do today, online this and online that. Go ahead, do it. Have a fucking field day with it as far as I'm concerned, but bring back local co-op. Bring back couch co-op. There's a very slim number of games nowadays that have that, and it is a shame. It is a pastime for gamers that have loved it for years on end, and when it started to fade out, it really started to piss them off, because it's like, you know, even one of my friends ended up mentioning to me that was one of the draws to console gaming, because he's a big PC gamer. That was one of the draws to console gaming, was actually being able to sit on the couch with your friends and actually be able to sit there with one another and you know, talk and be stupid and all that, and be able to play there without having to worry about being online, going against some pissy-ass, shitty-ass 12-year-olds that you don't know, which for some reason, why the hell aren't their parents there looking after them? You know, bad parents, bad parents. Keep your 12-year-olds offline and wash their mouths out with soap. Raise your kids better, damn it. Tired of hearing that shit. That's one reason why I don't go on multiplayer online, is because you have some badass kids that need an ass whooping. So whip their ass and set them straight. Otherwise, don't buy them video games. You're the one buying the damn things. Have a place in their life and see what's going on. That's something else altogether. Quit having badass kids. Quit letting them play online. Raise your damn kids and shut the fuck up. Oh, video games are causing violence. You're causing violence because you can't watch out for your damn kids. You're the ones that's full of shit. Watch out for your damn kids and shut your damn mouth. Anyways, that was a different rant altogether. Yeah, tired of 12-year-olds in their mouths. Tired of it. Just want to shove a bar of soap straight down their throat so far they end up shitting it out. Because that's what they deserve, having a nasty mouth talking to adults like they do online. That's one reason why I hate online multiplayer. Just another reason why is because of shit like that. So developers and publishers, do yourself a favor and actually make yourself more sales by have the online, whatever, but bring back local co-op. A thing that actually matters to gamers, especially gamers nowadays that are in their late 20s, early 30s, onwards into their late 30s, so on and so forth, who grew up with it, who know about it. Open up your minds here. Actually, you don't even need to open up your mind. You need to have that in your mind. That needs to be one of the staples that you need to have in your games. Because that's one thing that old school gamers like me are getting really sick and tired of, is always having to go online. Because I went over to hang out with some friends today. Had a great time. We cooked, we hung out, we ate, you know, we gamed. But the thing is, though, is when I went over there, I had to pick and choose what games that I had that had 2 players on it. And some of them did have local co-op. Way to go, developers and publishers, whoever you are. I really do appreciate it. You know what's going on in the freaking gaming world on what local co-op is all about. I appreciate that. Those of you that don't, pull your heads out of your asses and make local co-op a thing. Have all your online, but make local co-op one of the main things. I don't know how hard that is. You put all this other shit into a video game, and especially when it comes to multiplayer, you can't put local co-op in there. That's just mindless, senseless bullshit is all it is. Put local co-op in a damn multiplayer game, for God's sakes. And the thing is when I went over there, some of those that I thought was actually going to be 2 players, well, it was online only. That's what I think about online-only 2-player games. And it didn't even specify it on the damn package. Granted, there was some that actually did have split-screen local co-op. Way to go, developers, and fuck you, those who don't. Which basically I ended up taking extra weight over their extra games that didn't even have split-screen. I can't have it in my mind to know that every single little game, what games have split screen and what don't. The developers themselves should already have them in the damn games. As far as I'm concerned, that is something that is phasing out, and it's stupid. It is bullshit. You may see some indie games or something that may end up having that. True, but indie games are kind of turning out to be shit nowadays anyways. There's nothing really interesting about them. It's the same shit all the time. It's just, you know, it seems like indie games kind of nowadays are turning into the Call of Duty thing. It's like the same shit all the time. It's boring. I'm sick of it. So I don't even bother with indies anymore. You know, I made a video like that once before, but I don't even really care about them anymore. You know, they seem like little penny-cent cell phone games that should stay on cell phones and not be on consoles because they're just taking up space and they're just being spam on a network. That's all it is. That's all that it is. It's just shovelware that's being put on the network right there and being sold for pennies on a dollar. Whatever. I'm not getting into that rant. But the thing is, it seems like even then, those games aren't interesting to me. They're boring. They're stupid. It's the same shit. And some of them have local co-op. But I don't care because the game is boring and I don't care about it. It's just stupid. Some people may give me hate on this. You know what? Whatever. This is my opinion. You don't like it? Turn the damn video off. Everybody's going to have their own thoughts. I think indies are boring as shit nowadays because it's the same crap. I used to support them, and yeah, I still do in a sense, but not as much as I used to because it's the same crap all the time. So, hell with it. But seriously, local co-op needs to be a thing that needs to be brought back, and it needs to be brought back for good. You know, split screen, horizontal and vertical, and four-way, that sounds terrible. You know what I mean, kind of like GoldenEye. We have, you split the screen up into four. And, you know, gamers, if you want stuff like this to come back, you need to make your voice heard. You need to make this happen. If you got a big-ass TV, having 4 players going against one another ain't going to be no big deal. You should enjoy it. It should be something of your childhood that you enjoyed. You should be embracing it. You should be wanting it back. If you want local co-op back, you need to make your voice heard. You need to let these developers and publishers know that's something you really care about. Because seriously, man, online gaming has gone down the absolute shitter nowadays when it comes to that whole multiplayer aspect, when it deals with that. Having to deal with assholes all the time, having to deal with children that their parents don't know how to freaking raise them and they got a nasty-ass mouth online. Raise your damn kids right. And that's one reason why I don't have nothing to really do with the multiplayer online world is because of shit like that. If I'm not playing with people that I know, fuck everybody else, okay? Fuck the rest of the multiplayer online gaming world because there's a bunch of assholes out there and I don't have a place in my life for you. So, fuck you. If it's not friends that I know, if it's not other friends that I know of, then fuck it. I'm not bothering with it. I'm very selective with people that I play with. If you're an asshole, well, fuck you. I'm blocking you. I'm cutting off your mic. I'm cutting off my mic. I'm not having any conversation with you because you're an asshole. And you deserve to be treated as such, so people need to ignore you. I'm not trying to get off on another rant with that. That's another thing altogether. But yeah, seriously, local co-op needs to be brought back. I want to play with my friends, not assholes online. I could care less about them because clearly they could care less about me and other players knowing how much of an asshole they act like. But the thing is, but developers and publishers bring back local co-op. I don't know how hard that is. As advanced as you are nowadays, with as advanced as the games are getting, bring back fucking local co-op. You know, if you're going to have a multiplayer game, just put the damn thing in there. You're going to put all this work towards multiplayer. You do the same damn thing with local co-op. Have everything that multiplayer has. Just have it where you can sit with your actual friends and not assholes in your living room and be able to play a game. We just ran into that problem some tonight because there were certain games we wanted to play and we couldn't because it wasn't loaded. It was online this, online that, online this, online that. Well, they don't have the same systems that I do. The ones that I was with tonight didn't have the same ones that I do. So it's not like we could have just hooked up online or had a LAN party or System Link or whatever because they didn't have the same ones. But you know how we could have played together if you had freaking local co-op. Because I had enough controllers. Could have been able to play with everyone together. But no, we got to focus on the online multiplayer. You'd be surprised how much more money, if you pull your head out of your ass, you'd be surprised how much more money you would make for those who care about multiplayer, who love local co-op, who love to be able to sit on their couch, living room, bedroom, whatever, and play with their friends, their actual friends, not assholes online like I mentioned before. Actual friends. The thing that really brought multiplayer to the forefront with local co-op, whether it's split screen, or 4-player split screen, whatever. I swear, man, you know, it's like I can't even go and have a session with friends of mine to hang out with throughout the day without having to shuffle through games that I have to know whether or not something is local co-op or not. It's online this, and online that, and online this, and online that. Yeah, I know that's the norm, and I know that's the future, or whatever, but the past, some of the things in the past, you can't kill, you can't get rid of without people saying something about it and wanting it to happen. Because that has happened with some games where they have put local co-op in there. And that's the way it needs to stick, and that's the way it needs to stay. That is one of the classic things for gaming that needs to stay in gaming, period. It needs to stay in gaming. There's just certain things in gaming that need to stay as they are in order to be able to get the most benefit out of it. And publishers and developers, open your ears here and pull your heads out of your asses. It's more money for you because other people are wanting this experience with actual friends, not assholes online. But you got to make it so difficult for us to have to play with assholes online, and make it so difficult for us for the fact that other friends of ours may not have the same systems as we do, and then we can't play with them because we don't have local co-op. Well, fuck that. I swear, man. You know, it was just kind of a thing tonight because I was really wanting to have like a big type of like, you know, party setting with all of us and us chilling out and hanging out and all of that, and we were eating and all of this, and we want to have local co-op, which actually out of out of the 4 of us that was actually there, 2 of my friends had to play on one system, and me and another friend had to play on another system. So obviously all 4 of us couldn't have played together, but even then, it would have made it much more easier if other games that I had the local co-op, the ones that I took over there. So, anyways, I'm going to get off of this now, but I'm pretty sure everybody that sees this video is going to feel the exact same way, and trust me, I am with you on it. I am with you on it 110%. Not to mention the fact some multiplayer, if your fucking servers are down, well, we can't get on there to play because the servers are down, but you know what you have if you're in local multiplayer? All you need is a friend and another controller, and there you are, you're playing there with someone else. Instead of having to worry about the damn servers coming up and your damn servers going down. Because, oh, everybody is at your whim in terms of dealing with multiplayer, and that's bullshit. With me being the consumer, it should be at my whim on who I want to play with and when I want to play. I should have local co-op. Have your multiplayer. Fine, well, and good. If I'm away from home or whatever, or if I'm at home and I got other friends elsewhere and they got the same systems, fine, I'll play online with them. But when it comes to me actually wanting to be around and actually having a real social setting, instead of having to worry about servers being off and on and all this bullshit, then that's it. Local co-op. It needs to be brought back. And it needs to be brought back in full force with every game from now on that has multiplayer in it. Evolve, gaming industry. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to evolve your technology. You're supposed to evolve yourself as an industry and all of this. But there's some things that you need to keep as they are because it brings out the most for a game. When you start taking shit away, that's when you piss people off and you piss consumers off, and they don't want to pay you the money because you took that shit out and it's not there like it was supposed to be. Especially if you end up making some type of mention of it about, oh, there might be local co-op. Well, that gets people all excited. And then it's not there and they're like, well, fuck you, you're not getting my money. Stick with what you say and actually put the stuff in there. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off of this. Later, taters. And let's make our voice be heard when it comes to local co-op. It needs to be brought back. And it needs to stay for good. It needs to be one of those pillars that is pounded into the ground, and it needs to stay there as one of those pillars of gaming that is just not trifled with under any circumstances. Because it's one of the reasons that we game like we do. It's one of the reasons that gaming is what we do. It's like our big hobby. It's what we love to do. And it's one of the things that made gaming the way that it is. And think of it like this. If it wasn't for local co-op, your whole little multiplayer online world wouldn't exist. So think about that for a moment. Think about the things that brought you to that moment. Local co-op is definitely the thing that brought about the whole multiplayer online world. Otherwise, some people probably be like, dude, how are we going to get people to play? We don't know about this stuff. Remember, local co-op was the one that gave you the idea. Bring the damn thing back. Later, taters.